What's up, everybody? It's your boy AD, and that's all day, and I'm here to do the Raw review for July. Wait a second. Why does it say July 18th? This is. I don't know why this says July 18th. I guess that was a mistake. This is really was on the 25th. But anyways, the headline for the night was the Bloodline best Riddle and the Street Profits. Rollins stomps Riddle en route to SummerSlam. Now, this was the last Raw before SummerSlam, and this turned out to be a pretty good Raw, yo. This wasn't actually bad at all. I actually enjoyed this one. This show was full of some stuff. And as you can see, Roman was here tonight and was in the match. So, okay. So, the show started off with Logan Paul getting into a wild brawl with the Miz. Like literally, soon as the show started, they were already in the ring fighting, brawling, and then they had to show what happened earlier to catch us up what was going on. So that's a surprise right there. It already starts with them brawling in the ring and them having to break it up. So that was something. And right after that, then that's when the Bloodline came out. Right after that, so they had their whole little intro. Paul Heyman did his whole little thing. That was always entertaining. And then Theory came out, and Theory basically was coming at them like, "Yo, I'm still got the money in the bank. I don't care who it is. I'm still coming at you, Roman, and whoever." So Theory is still around, which I said kind of makes it seem like that'd be like what makes this SummerSlam match maybe might want to check it out, because with Theory is what is he gonna do? And then it turns into a match between Drew McIntyre and Theory. So the way the show was progressing was pretty good in the beginning. And then you got Drew McIntyre going against Theory. You don't see that like that. And Drew ended up winning. So far, so good. And then it ended up going even crazier. Like, right, interference ended up happening. Let's see. It says the Brawling Brutes attacked McIntyre and brought a swift end to the action. Bobby Lashley emerged to lend McIntyre a hand and send Sheamus and his cohorts out of the ring. So after that, well, no, actually it was disqualification, right? And then that happened, and so after that, they ran in and Bobby ran in. They just ended up turning into a tag team match. So again, the show just kept progressing and connecting. Bobby Lashley and now Drew McIntyre on teams against Theory and Sheamus. And Bobby and Lashley won that match. So, again, a crazy start. Then, let's not forget, it was Rey Mysterio's 20th anniversary. And this would be our third one this year. Man, 2022 was a great year for anniversaries, right? Make you think back to 2002. Like, that must have been an amazing year in wrestling. Because we had John Cena, Randy Orton, and we got Rey Mysterio. Now, Rey Mysterio's was not maybe as epic as the other two I brung up. Well, maybe it was kind of like on Randy's level, but it was kind of like, it was a great speech. I loved the moment. It was a great speech, but I just didn't like how they had to progress it into Rey getting effed up again by the Judgment Day. Like, it would have been cooler. Like, they had a match, him and his son. They did their thing, But we gonna see. Because right after that, Rey and Dominic went against Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and they ended up winning the match, I think. Yeah, they won. Right, during the confusion that followed, Rey and Dominic hit the Judgment Day opponents with a double 619. Rey then followed up with the Frog Splash off the top rope on Balor for the huge anniversary victory. Yeah, and he was doing a lot of like Eddie Guerrero stuff and taunts. It was very entertaining, man. But afterwards, it just got crazy. Like, Rhea is back, y'all. As you can see, Rhea is back. And look how she punking out. She is punking out Dominic. This is why I say Dominic needs some work, dude. You getting punked out by Rhea, dude. Look at this. Unfortunately, Rhea Ripley and her defeated Judgment Day brothers unleashed a surprise assault during a backstage celebration that sent Rey Mysterio away in a stretcher. Because afterwards, Rey came in. He was celebrating with his family. He even got some Patron now. Took a shot of Patron. I was like, okay, turn up, Rey. And then, yes, Rhea Ripley and them came in and assaulted Dominic and assaulted Rey, man. And it was crazy, especially seeing Rhea back. And then, he ended up getting on the stretcher. And it just ended up getting worse after that. Like afterwards, Rey was on the stretcher acting like they was finna take him off, and then Rhea came in and kicked him in the arm that he was acting like it was hurt, and it was wild. The Judgment Day, Rhea being back really helps the Judgment Day, and we did see some promos too with Edge. Apparently, Edge is gonna be back very soon on some straight up shit. Then we had Bianca Belair engaged in an all-out brawl against Becky Lynch ahead of her SummerSlam Raw Women's title defense. So yeah, they basically took shots at each other. You know, they've been doing a lot of this on the mic. I don't think Carmella got involved good. And they just brawled it out. You know, words got heated and it turned into a little brawl. And, you know, and they was going at it. I was like, when I was watching this, I was like, damn, skip the match. Like, we don't even need the match. Just brawl it out right here, right? But that was pretty cool. Then we had Alexa Bliss going against Doudrop. Now, this wasn't really a great match. You know, this was probably the only match that really wasn't all that great. Because it's Doudrop. Like, nobody really likes Doudrop. Nikki Ash ain't really doing nothing with her. Alexa just getting her wins off. But one thing Alexa did say is that she says she's coming for that women's title. So after SummerSlam, that Alexa Bliss might be in the women's title run. It was crazy too to be playing 2K22 and to see them have the 2021 Alexa Bliss in there and the other Alexa Bliss. I was like, they had to put that 2021 Alexa Bliss in there. Yeah, that wild, crazy one. Yup. So that was wild. But the match wasn't that good, though. Then we had Maurice help The Miz and Ciampa take out Logan Paul on an impulsive TV. So Logan Paul, now he has a TV show. Like, what is up? Here they go with giving these people shows randomly. Or Logan Paul having one just out the blue sky. Just, okay, alright. Anyways, Maurice came out, which was crazy because she had this pink outfit on with these pink heels with carrying his ball purse. It looked like a purse, but it looked like balls. And she basically was coming on playing the whole role. You know, don't talk about my husband. This, and that. You know, he don't got tiny balls. It was funny as hell, though, because she's basically... Like, I find it funny as hell how both The Miz and Maurice got a show. And they're, like, so family-oriented in the show. But on here, they're both, like, assholes. And they both talk a lot of shit. Like, I laughed my ass off when Maurice, you know, basically did Miz's line. Like, when I say shut your mouth, go shut. I was just dying laughing. I'm sorry. This is funny. This is entertaining. And then Ciampa comes out of nowhere and jumps Logan Paul. And The Miz and Ciampa just jump Logan Paul. So, boom, there you go. And Logan Paul ends up taking a beat down this time. So Logan Paul, he was getting his thing off, but he ended up getting a beat down. And Ciampa, you know, ain't gonna be there to help him in SummerSlam. All these little matches, most of them anyways, are pretty much booked. SummerSlam, Rey and them, booked. Bianca, booked. Miz, Logan Paul, booked. Then you had AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler go against the Alpha Academy. I don't know why they threw Dolph Ziggler on the team with AJ Styles. I have no idea. But, you know, Dolph Ziggler, he's been making his little return, doing his little shit with Theory and whatnot. So now they put him in the match, and they won it over on them. So it was a little quick, little decent match. And then you had the main event, the Bloodline defeat Riddle in the Street Profits, and then Seth freaking Rollins stampedes on Riddle. Yeah, tonight was not Riddle's night at all, yo. Tonight wasn't his night. It's like anytime Roman is there, it is not his night. And what ended up happening was, yeah, man, it was pretty much just like how it was, man, at that pay-per-view when Roman came and it was a 3-on-3. A lot of stunning, a lot of flexing. Riddle took a beat down. Montez took a huge beat down. Montez got cut above the nose. I don't know how or when that happened because I was watching it and all of a sudden he took a bad cut and he was bleeding pretty bad. The refs had to kind of check up on him a little bit too. You know, I noticed that the ref was really checking to make sure he was all right. Shit, even I was like, man, I hope he was all right. Because, man, it was bleeding kind of bad. But he fought through it and worked through it. And it was at a bad time where it took him a while that, you know, before he had to get the tag. And you sitting here with Roman and the Usos getting beat down. Yeah, that was wild. Hold on, let me get a couple sips of my water. Yeah. And then Riddle took a beating. I mean, Dawkins tried to help, but then one little shot sent him out the ring for, I don't know, 20 hours. And you know how it is with the bloodline. You know they always find some tactical or some sneaky way to pull a victory, especially when Big Cousin Roman is around. Because Roman. So, yeah, that was the match, man. And Riddle was messed up, man. And they left. And then afterwards, Seth Rollins, I mean, within like the last 2 or 3 minutes, Seth Rollins just came out of nowhere and just came in. And then, curb stomped Riddle twice. He curb stomped him once. Then he took him outside the ring and curb stomped him on the steps. Which is what you see right here. Right here. Then he curb stomped them on the Look at their reaction right there in the background. Then they curb stomped them on the steps. So Riddle got effed up. Like, not only in the match, but man, afterwards. And again, when Seth came out, it was only like 2-3 minutes. But man, he did all of that in 2-3 minutes. So, and that was the end of Raw, man. This Raw was pretty good. If I had to rate this Raw, I would give it a 4 out of 0, man. Almost a 4.5, almost. It was a 4, though, indeed. It was a good show. A good go-home show for SummerSlam. So, we only got a few days left. I hope y'all enjoyed this review. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe. And I'll be here for the SmackDown review and be ready for Saturday for SummerSlam, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this review, man. Good Raw. Go back and check it out if you haven't seen it. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.